Brrrcha. Welcome back to the Unscrambled Manifesto of Africa. Today we are going to talk about medicine, and I'm going to read it as it is in the book, and you can find my book in Amazon.com. This time, I believe that the best medicine for humankind is always close to him, very close to him, just to re-emphasize very close. The solution of pharmaceutical remedies via bioprospecting is a major way that remains yet unexploited to its potential. Bioremedies, or natural medicines, still remain under the domain of quacks and traditional healers that have gotten that knowledge passed to them via their blood lineage profession. Yet we now know that this passing of the baton to the next generation has been greatly hindered by the inception of modern philosophies that tarnish anything that has ancient origin as unscientific or not scientifically proven. I am thus sure if professional scientists would follow into that realm, we would see an explosion of new remedies against a growing novel outcrop of pandemics and endemic diseases. Hospital bills need to be regulated by the governments so as to stop exploitation of the larger populace by billings that do not make sense. Sometimes a patient may be charged so exorbitantly that one in layman terms may overthink and judge whether was the patient sleeping on gold beds or was he even being fed the rarest foods. Hospital bills need to be regulated just like other professions like law, where lawyers have known guides of billing and are obliged to take some cases for gratis. Even the doctors need to be recommended to take up desperate cases for gratis, such like cases where patients come from very poor backgrounds and the only way they can service the payment is via selling out their ancestral land. By God, it should never reach there. Such people need to be taken and treated for free because they deserve the right to healthy life. Doctors and hospitals, especially hospitals, must show the licensing and regulatory office that they have taken several cases for gratis in order to get a renewal of their license. This is the new way, the novel way of a prosperous future in the medical sector, a future where there is harmony between modern and ancient medicines, a future where the medical sector is not turned into a capitalistic hegemony, but a future of truth, love, and empathy. On the issue of vaccines and ARVs, sovereign countries have a right and obligation to test thoroughly any vaccine or ARV that has been approved by global bodies such as World Health Organization (WHO) or Food and Drugs Authority (FDA). This testing must be rigorous and done with utmost transparency to ascertain whether the said drug or vaccines can work on the unique populace gene pool occupying their sovereign borders. This testing should be done with good faith, and it should not be viewed as if that sovereign country is second-guessing the larger international bodies or seeking to foster mistrust, but this must be viewed as an act of strengthening the scientific methodology always recommended that a double proof or a triple proof is better than taking physical things through a belief system as is the case with spiritual matters. Yes, for spiritual matters, a man has no other option but to believe. But for physical entities, that same man has the right to see. We must see and check whether the drugs are really working or are injurious, or whether the vaccines are indeed working or are deleterious. African countries must invest in ventures that slowly lead their countries to be self-sufficient in drugs production due to the very nature that developing country gene pools differ with developed countries' gene pools. Even so, the diseases are local and thus require a local solution. In addition, the scientists and doctors being channeled out every year would like to have a portfolio withal to be absorbed and help their countries escape or fight various pandemics. Indeed, we have continued as Africans to channel out scientists that have nowhere to be absorbed in, for we have lagged in the making scientific discoveries, in investing in research, laboratory research, and therefore people have been left trained in scientific manners but are left hanging due to being unemployed. Thank you very much. This is the Unscrambled Manifesto of Africa.